Punchline. What went wrong?
This time I'm going to do something special, basically called What Went Wrong. And basically, I just started doing stand-up again. It's been a long fucking time. And I will just basically show you my set. I only have the audio for this one. And I just basically go over what went wrong with it. And for this episode, the delivery was my problem. I mean, there was something with the material. Listen up.
Keep going. For Daniel A. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So terrorism is weird and fuck segues. I think it's kind of weird because like our generation is kind of like just that's part of our just common collective. We all know about this and are like kind of it's all in our mind all the time. Where like previous generations were not like that. And I think just recently, like the most recent one, the one in France, I think it's weird because it made me think about comedy in a sense. Just because does anybody remember when that was? Like what day? Anyone like that? But like everyone remembers 9/11 because it's very memorable, and I think that there might be like terrorists did 9/11, and then they look at this and it's like hack terrorists, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's like this is not memorable. This is not going to stand the test of time. Yeah, too close. But what else do I have? About that, I guess it's I heard it was because like there was some kind of French cartoon, and before, like a few years ago, it was like a Danish cartoon that caused like all this ruckus about Muhammad or whatever. And I think it's funny to think about terrorists looking at the funny papers, you know what I'm saying? Like, Archie's okay, Garfield's good, and it's like, okay, this is bad. Like, we gotta do something about this. Yeah. Sorry. God damn it. What am I looking at? Let me think. Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. I guess about religion, it's weird to think about because like, okay, if they thought that was bad, it's like, what do they find good? And then when you ever think about like Christian comedy or religious comedy, it's always awful. Like, I saw a comic strip once where it's like, Jesus walks into a restaurant and it's like, table for three. And, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a Catholic joke. And actually the correct way to think about that is if the Holy Ghost, God, and Jesus means they can table for one, that would be the correct way to use that joke. But let me think. I guess about religion, I'm not really religious anymore. I was raised Catholic, but I thought like you always see those like debates about Christians versus scientists, and it's always like I don't watch them anymore just because it's like asking a moron a math question because it's like it has all this evidence and all these facts, and then like they hit it to the other dude, and it's just like God. And it's just ironic because you think the scientist is feeling saying like, oh Jesus, what the fuck? And yeah, let's see. I think praying probably started not from like the start of religion. I think it maybe started as a way to shut people up because like people would come with all these questions and be like, oh, ask him. And ask me. Oh, okay. How about some popsicle stick jokes? Where, like, the one-liners. Here's one. It's like, what do you call Mexican glasses? Spectacles. And then, okay, how about, this is a religious one. It's like, what do Vatican altar boys eat? Or what kind of muffins do they eat? Poppy seeds. That's the Vatican. And this one's kind of fucked up, but it's like, how does a mother know her stillborn twins were identical? They both died.
Fuck you guys, that's fucking
and this is gonna suck, but this is how I'm gonna end this. Okay, I'm just gonna do charades, just 3 things real quick. So I'm gonna act something out, and then you guys have to just yell out, and then I'll tell you if you're right or not. So.
Mine.
Yeah, mine. And then, like, yeah, T-Rex. go like this for this one because I'm not sure you're going to know it ends. So, starts with a P. Politician. So, so that's it.
All right. For Daniel, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was pretty bad. So anyway, so basically, 3 things that were wrong, I would say, was one thing was the pacing. I was talking a little too fast, and I wasn't giving the audience time to hear my material. I mean, some of the material wasn't that good, obviously, but I did get a few laughs in there, and I felt like the ones that I rushed through, had I slowed them down and let them understand the premise or maybe deliver it a different way, I think it would have been better. Another thing was conviction. During the thing you could hear me say like sorry, or just I go back to my notes just like because I lose track, because when I hear the silence I just lose track of where I'm supposed to go next, and it's just, you know, it's disconjointed and it's not fluid like, you know, you would imagine a stand-up to be. So it's just not, there's no conviction in my material, so because I didn't practice, and that's the third point. And because I didn't practice, I should have rehearsed it more. I should have like actually spoken the words. I kind of have like bullet points and like this is gonna lead to that, but I don't really say it out loud how I would say it, how I link these thoughts together, like word-wise, because then I get stuck with like verbiage, like it doesn't sound right. I just like say the thought's there, but it's not linked right. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Next week, probably back to a normal episode. Anyway, boy.